Hello everyone and welcome to the 2026 Prevagen U.S. Figure Skating Championships here in St. Louis, Missouri. We are in the Centene Community Ice Center, the practice facility for the St. Louis Blues. And today we are getting ready for the Junior Women's Free Program. I'm Ben Augusto and with me is two-time U.S. Women's Champion Gracie Gold. And we have a lot to look forward to in this event. We saw the short program for the junior women yesterday. There's a lot of hits and then a few misses with that triple-triple really taking some people out. Gracie, here are the current standings for that short program. What struck you about that yesterday?
What struck me yesterday was just so many misses on the triple-triple combination, and especially at such a big event, it almost seemed to be cursed. Good news, though, is that today I'm expecting a lot of lights-out skates, redemption skates, if you will. I definitely expected Jessica Jurka to be higher than she was, but she again had a miss doubling the triple toe on her triple edge triple toe combination. Almost every single skater struggled with that, and not just the women but the men as well. So I'm expecting to see a lot of sensational triple combinations today. I know that these women are hungry. They've looked exceptional on practice since they've been here. I think a lot of people were surprised by the skates yesterday, the skaters included. So, big expectations. And you know what? We love a comeback story, though, and I'm expecting a lot of those today. It should be, I do expect the standings to change quite a bit.
Oh, well, that's exciting. I mean, talking to everybody today, the word of the day has been redemption. So, agreed, everybody is on the same page. Well, here is the starting order for the event. And the first group, that's the first 6 athletes here out on the ice. So, Gracie, what are we looking for with this first group? We're starting off with Jiaying, Elise Johnson.
I mean, there's a lot of wonderful skaters in this group. I think that's, at least 2 or 3 of these skaters came into this event hoping for not just top 10, but top 6. They're looking to have really great performances here to try to make that national development team, the international selection pool, so they can get international assignments for next season. And of course, there's the junior world team. So I think, a lot of these skaters in this first flight were disappointed in how they performed yesterday. But as I said, I think they're hungry for some of that redemption, and I'm expecting some sharp skating today.
Yeah, you mentioned the Junior World team. That Team USA has 2 slots for the women at the World Junior Championships. That's coming up in March in Tallinn, Estonia. So the name of the game seems to be that triple-triple. Who should we be watching in this first group for their triple-triples?
So in this first group, not every single skater is going to do a triple-triple combination. It is required either triple-triple or triple-double, of course, to get the most points. All of these skaters were going for triple-triple combinations yesterday. In the free program, you are allowed to do a step double axel as the second, or some skaters will be doing step double axel after that first jump. You see it a lot in the pairs free program. So a lot of skaters will opt to do a step double axel combination just to help get more points. We are seeing, though, some triple loop combinations. We weren't able to see those yesterday, as triple loop was that required solo jump, meaning that they could not use it in their combination. So we will be seeing some version of a triple loop, triple. I think we're going to have some triple sow triple loops, a triple edge triple loop. So again, though, I'm expecting lots of triple jumps landed really well and lots of really nice free programs to look forward to. A lot of skaters like the free program more because it's a longer time on the ice, which of course can make you more tired. But a lot of skaters see it as a longer opportunity to showcase what they're really good at, and it's a longer performance. They have more time on the ice, more time to do stuff that they love.
And more opportunities to rack up the points. So
absolutely,
each individual mistake means a little bit less than it does in that short program. Well, we also have some novice qualifiers in this event. These athletes all either qualified through the National Qualifying Series of competitions or representing Team USA on the Grand Prix, the Junior Grand Prix. And the top novice finishers in each section are here. They get to skate up to the junior level They had to add some time to their program. We were talking in the short program quite a bit about how they had to change potentially some of their jumps and their elements. So we'll have a few novices competing up here and really some outstanding talent.
Yeah, we have some novices. We also have, who's up first? Jiaying, Elise Johnson, Mia Iwase, and Annabelle Wilkins. You know, just some skaters that I mentioned. They're looking to be assigned some of those international competitions moving forward. You know, hopefully the Junior Grand Prix, which will be next fall. But of course, competing internationally for your country is one of those honors that I think we all look forward to. So I'm excited to see the skating today.
And being named to the team out on the Junior Grand Prix circuit is an important stepping stone to making the Junior World Team, because the selection committee looks at the skaters' body of work over the course of the season, and that includes heavily their results on the Junior Grand Prix. So a big stepping stone, an opportunity for these skaters to set themselves up for next season. So the warm-up has finished for Group 1 as we wait for the word that the Junior Women's Free program is about to begin. And leading things off, Jiaying Elise Johnson for the DuPage Figure Skating Club. She had a disappointing short program, and she will be the first one in this building looking for some redemption today.
She opens with a beautiful triple sow. Jiaying had an injury right before sectionals, so just being able to compete at this event, she was really excited to do. And manages the triple-etch triple toe. Gave her a lot of grief in the short program. And singled the triple flip. And here's another jump that's given her a bit of trouble this season, her triple loop. But beautifully done today. And great recovery. Yeah, you would never know. Jiaying is a big Lana Del Rey fan, so she was very excited when she picked this piece of music. She's always wanted to skate to her. And here's that step double axel combination that I was talking about. Triple toe loop step double axel. Triple sow. Supposed to be triple sow double toe. Instead it was a single toe double toe.
Well, definitely some measure of redemption for Jiaying Elise Johnson here in her free program, leading off the competition tonight. She has such an emotional way of performing, both in the short and in this free program.
Ladies and gentlemen,
really beautiful to watch.
Elise Johnson.
Oh, yeah, and I think that she should be so happy with that. She struggled on 2 out of her 3 jumping passes yesterday, but I think that especially hitting her triplets, triple toe combination, not perfect, but you know, it goes into the system as a triplets, triple toe loop. With her injuries and some of her struggles this season, especially yesterday, I think that's a huge W for her at this event.
And how about that triple loop? That was absolutely gorgeous.
And here's that opening triple sow. And here it is, triplets.
Beautiful.
Triple toe. I suspect that the judges will review it, but her only costly mistake was here, singling what was supposed to be a triple flip. But yeah, here's that triple loop. Her triple loop and her triplets triple toe were missing yesterday in her short program. So good for her for doing them here today. And here's her last combination, triple sow, single toe, double toe. I think ultimately a good choice, starting to pull back a bit on that triple sow. The point difference between a single toe and a double toe is not that much. Of course, it's, you know, all the points matter, but really the only big mistake that will cost her was that single flip.
Here is the score for Jiaying Elise Johnson. A total of 136.28. She finishes out her U.S. Championship experience this year.
Let's welcome to the ice, Candice Leong.
So now, taking the ice from the Peninsula Skating Club, it's Candice Leong.
And she opens with a triplets. Still off axis. That line from her head to her feet should be straight up and down on jumps. Hers is pulling just a bit to the left. Triple sow going with double toe for that combination. Was supposed to be a triple toe, but opted for the double. Double toe combination. Her technical content is a little bit lower in the second half than some of the other skaters, but a good place for her to maximize still on her point is with her GOE score. So doing simple things, but doing them very, very well.
beautiful upright variation to close out this free program.
And a beautiful smile all the way through. Really just looking like she was enjoying every second of that free skate.
Once again, Candice Leong.
Candice Leong. The crowd showing her their appreciation, and she showing them hers right back.
And here on the replay is that opening triplets. See, just a bit off axis. It pulls her off axis. It pulls her off that foot on the landing. This was her triple sow. Planned to do a triple toe. The landing on that triple sow forced her into just doing a double. And here's that final combination, doublettes, step, double axel, step, single axel.
For Candice Leong.
Here is the score for Candice Leong. A total of 125.93, putting her into second place. Smiles and appreciation all around.
And representing Palm Beach Figure Skating Club, please welcome Penelope Ogorelkoff.
So now taking the ice from the Palm Beach Figure Skating Club, Penelope Ogorelkoff. Exactly what happened yesterday.
The first triple toe was really beautiful. And a good recovery on that triple loop.
skate for the young woman from
Penelope
Florida.
Ogorelkoff.
Penelope Ogorelkoff, only 13 years old, and despite having such a rough skate here, she's had an exciting season, making her debut internationally on Team USA. She had a 5th place finish at the Tayside Trophy in Dundee, Scotland. A lot of great competitions ahead of her, and chalk this one up to a lot of learning at this event.
And so young, she has so many opportunities ahead of her. She opened really well with the triple flip. The judges might review that for rotation. And this was the first mistake on what was supposed to be her triple of that triple sow, triple loop. And just hits and misses. You know, I thought her first triple toe loop of that, her triple combination she fell on, I thought that first triple toe loop was beautiful. I was surprised that she fell on the second one. And, you know, trying 2 triplettes in the second half of the program.
Yeah, she kept fighting all the way to the end.
Oh, her last triple sow is one of the best jumps in the program, so really impressive that she was able to pull that out. I know she'll be disappointed. She seems sad, the kiss and cry.
These are important experiences to have early on. You know, learn how to lose before you learn how to win. And you know, the biggest lesson from figure skating is you always get up and keep going. And that's exactly what she did today. And this wait right now for the scores, the technical panel definitely reviewing all of those jumps to make sure she was around, to make sure they understood exactly how far around she was before the issues happened. And here is that score for Penelope Ogorelkoff, a total of 109.62, putting her into 3rd place.
And the score is absolutely not what she was hoping for, and she's capable of so much more.
From the Detroit Skating Club, here is Stella Vajda.
Now, taking the ice from the Detroit Skating Club, Stella Vajda.
Well done on her double axel, step single axel combination. struggles again a bit on that second triple toe loop. As you said, Stella was one of the novices that is now competing at her first U.S. Championships at the junior level. So her technical content will be a bit lower than the skaters that we'll see, especially in the last flight of the junior women.
Literally thrown in the deep end.
And just gets stuck inside that circle with that big lean towards her left side on the triple sow.
Well, she's spent the whole season competing at the novice level, and then a month ago had to step up to the junior level after success at the novice sectional championship. Stella Vajda from the Detroit Skating Club making her junior debut at the U.S. Championships. You know, Stella lived for a year in Slovakia, and she speaks 3 languages, French, English, and Slovak. So
a woman of many talents. What I do know about her is she, like myself, is an avid crocheter. So shout out to all the fiber artists out there. And on the replay, here's her second triple toe loop. Struggled with triple toe yesterday and struggled a little bit today. And here's her fall on that triple sow. She closed her program with a double Lutz and then a double Lutz, as we see here, double toe combination. As we said, our technical content's a little bit lower. That last warm up, we're going to be seeing all triple jumps. The only double will be double axel.
And here is the score for Stella Vajda. She has a total of 117.99. That puts her into 3rd place as she concludes her debut at the junior level here at the U.S. Figure Skating Championships.
Our next competitor represents the Skating Club of New York. Please welcome now Iwase.
From the Skating Club of New York, and another skater looking for some redemption, it's Mia Iwase.
leads now into big jump triplets. Her last jump here, triple Shao. And beautifully done. As I said yesterday, Mia is one of my favorite spins in the group. Just very interesting, very unique positions, and they're so clean, so crisp.
Well, gorgeous skating from Mia Iwase. Still not the technical result that she's looking for, capable of, but what a gorgeous program. Choreography by Philip Chang. Lovely skating skills, those lines that she creates, really beautiful, and the jumps that are on are spectacular.
Oh, she's such a beautiful skater. She was one that I was surprised with her performance and placement yesterday. I know that she was hoping for much higher and was expected to place much higher. But she has so many wonderful things about her skating and so many qualities. I'd really love to see as she continues to skate and get stronger on and off the ice, just for her to add a little bit more speed. The stuff that she does so well, and she has such lovely lines and positions. We see her now. This is the triple toe. But this is that triple flip, took her off her feet. Yeah, I'd just love to see a little bit more speed, and she gets very close to this wall on her triplets. But I'd love to see her fill out the ice a little more, just have a little bit more power and a little bit more confidence with her skating, because she does so many things well.
This outside camel was stunning, and such a dramatic outside edge.
And ends with that upright variation, showcasing her flexibility.
The eye spin.
Yes, or if you're as old as me, we called it the Sasha Cohen.
The Cohen.
Hi Mila, hi Ruffs, hi Gabby, hi Miss Heidi.
There she is with her team.
Hi Blair,
Olga
hi
Gonicheva, Alexei
Hi,
Letov,
everyone.
choreographer Philip Chang. All doing great work, and boy, when she is on, it is stunning.
Let's do everybody part.
We'll look forward to see a lot of great things from her in the next few years. Training out of the Skating Club of Boston in Norwood, Massachusetts. And here is the scores for Mia Iwase. Total of 138.41 puts her into first place.
Yeah, make a picture.
Our next competitor represents the Ann Arbor Figure Skating Club. Let's welcome to the ice Annabelle Wilkins.
So, taking the ice from the Ann Arbor Figure Skating Club, it's Annabelle Wilkins. She also struggled with her triple-triple. in the short program.
And her goal for this event was to be in the top 10, and she says it still is. Her eyes are on the prize, and she's one that is looking for that redemption space.
13th at the show, not far off.
And a hard fall on her opening triplets. She needs to recover for this triple loop coming up.
Breathe, Annabelle, breathe.
Beautifully done.
There you go.
And another fall on the triple flip. Her last jump to close this opening of jumping passes is another triple X. And beautifully done. Put the double toe on the second one. This free program is new. She and her team decided to change her free program in October. The choreographer Elliot flew to Ann Arbor, choreographed in 7 hours, a week before their wedding.
Oh my.
Triple toe loop, step double axel, step double axel.
There we go.
Double toe, double toe. She has one final jumping pass. This is a triple sow. And here's that fun choreo sequence, a time for skaters just to have fun. They need a series of gliding maneuvers, connecting skating maneuvers that need to cover most of the ice.
Wow, she is fun to watch. So much energy. Annabelle Wilkins, not the skate she was looking for. Almost going down on the bow.
Annabelle Wilkins.
Is that the triple bow? But you know what? She has so much energy. It's a great program. I mean, that was high energy all the way through from start to finish. I'm kind of just exhausted from dancing in my chair here.
And the things that she did very well. Obviously, having a program with 2 falls is not what you are hoping for, but I do think it was an improvement from yesterday. And it's actually really, so her opening lutz, right, she fell quite hard on, just totally off axis on that. I've personally taken very similar falls and they are unpleasant. But she recovers with this triple loop.
Yeah, beautiful.
Really, really beautifully. And to open a program where 2 out of your first 3 jumping passes are falls, to come back and hit every other jumping pass, including another triple lutz perfectly on axis, is really difficult to do. I mean, that is a testament to her training and how much she wants it. I know that, you know, she and her team, they've been waiting to get that call about international assignments. A lot of people have been picked over her, and so with this event, it was all about fighting for that spot, fighting for the right to be here. And I think the program was a great vessel for her to do that.
100%, and she really, she got into her rhythm that second half. As you said, finding her axis. Well, she certainly showed everyone that she knows how to put on a show, skate with energy. Coach Kendra Pottinger, choreographer Elliot Halverson. Such a fun piece of music to skate to.
Yeah, fun energy, fun costume. I think that's why they went with that new free program, as I said. You know, they just needed to shake things up, and they wanted it to be more her.
Yeah, so they wanted a fresh start with it. I think we can all, anyone who's competed a full season can understand that, yeah, you know what? I'd be pretty happy with a new program right about now. And here is the score for Annabelle Wilkins. She earns a total of 141.53, putting her currently into first place. You see the disappointment on her face at that score. So here are the current standings after the first group of athletes here in the junior women's free skate. Annabelle Wilkins sitting on top. Mia Iwase and Jiaying, Elise Johnson rounding out the top three. As Group 2 take to the ice for their warm-up. Here is the starting order for Group 2. And I think we do have a few more athletes in this group looking for redemption with their triple-triple combination from the short program.
Yeah, I would say most of them, as with this whole group. But, you know, we have some really wonderful skaters. You know, when I spoke with Kaia and her coaches, my old coaches, they said it must have been cursed. They said, we haven't seen her fall on a triple toe in a year and a half, 2 years. Absolutely blown away. And I think a lot of the other skaters in this event were.
Something in the ice here. Well, and it's a testament to the gravity of the U.S. Championships. This is the largest competition that most of these athletes have competed in. And it's very easy for the size and the scale and the perceived importance of the event to create this stress response in skaters, and can almost be a little panic mode where they feel like they have to do something special because they're on a special stage. But I really think the trick is just go and do your normal job, and then if you do that on the special stage, it automatically becomes special. And that's such a hard lesson to learn. And that's what the junior rank experience is all about, is learning those lessons early on.
But that's sport. I mean, there's some games where both teams don't play well. I mean, there are some games where you miss every single free throw, and ice is slippery, and there's some days that it just feels like there's something in the building, there's something in the air.
And the blade is very thin, only 1/4 of an inch of steel between victory and catastrophe.
Skaters, there is 1 minute remaining in your warm-up.
And with this warm-up, we're not going to see as many triple-triple combinations. As I said, it is required in the short program to go for a triple-triple or a triple-double. So most of the skaters were going for triple-toe, triple-toe. In the free program, as I said, with the last warm-up, and all of these skaters will be utilizing that step double axel or step double axel, in especially the second half where they can get those extra bonus points on both double axels. It's a great way to get points. Those combinations can add up very, very quickly. So we'll see a lot of that, particularly in the second half of the free program. That's where to look for it.
So a little more freedom in the free program. The last skater in this group, Deborah Lou, we were really blown away by her performance in the short program, so excited to see what she has in store for us. I believe we said she was a firecracker out there on the ice.
Oh, absolutely.
And the warm-up has ended. And it is time for Group 2 to begin here in this junior women's free program.
On the ice now, and representing Glacier Falls Figure Skating Club, please welcome Elena Coats.
So, from the Glacier Falls Figure Skating Club, taking the ice is Elena Coats.
Opens with a triple toe. She has 4 jumping passes in a row. She's looking to hit all of them. She skates now into triplets double toe. And very well executed. And our 4th jumping pass is another combination, triple flip, double toe. Been pretty well done. I expect the judges will review that triple flip, but she's found her feet so far. her final jumping bass is a triple sow. And well done. The first of hopefully many clean programs that we see today, this evening.
Well, she struggled in the short program, but it was all smiles here. And hopefully all positive grades of execution for Elena Coats in her Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon free skate. Really energetic and exciting. Definitely showing us what she is much more capable of today.
And definitely a change from a big contrast from that bubblegum pink that we saw yesterday. I think she should be really happy with that. I expect that the judges will review several of her triples, looking to see if any of them were under-rotated or even downgraded. Ideally, you finish all 3 revolutions in the air. We don't want that right blade when it comes down to turn on the ice at all. And she's one that sometimes struggles with getting all the way around in the air, but even a quarter revolution on the ice is not what we're hoping for.
Maybe she's breaking the curse of the triple-triple tonight.
I think so.
This was a beautiful
moment. Well, certainly
of
clean programs. I think one of many. Hopefully we get the ball rolling.
Stay on your feet. Metal side down, as I like to say. She started skating when she was 5 years old, when her family went to a Disneyland outdoor rink, and she was able to skate on her own, so they signed her up for learn to skate lessons. And now look, here she is. All these years later, not too many years later, at the U.S. Championships. She was 10th last year in the junior division. And her coach, Amy Evidente, choreographer, Derek Delmore. Scores for Elena Coats. She's earned a total of 155.21, which puts her into first place currently. All right, let's see some more clean programs.
Our next competitor from the All-Year Figure Skating Club, here is Rachel Samiri.
So taking the ice from the All-Year Figure Skating Club, Simi Valley, California, it's Rachel Samiri.
Some difficult edge work we saw in the center there to open the program. And here she is in a triple loop. Really beautifully done. Our first combination of the program is a triple flip double loop. And right into a triple Lutz double loop. Really well done for both. You'll notice most skaters, most of the women here will choose toe loop combinations, either triple toe or double toe, but there is the rare bird that prefers loop combinations, double loop or triple loop. loop is worth more points, but is harder to do. There's the rare one, like Rachel though, that finds them easier and prefers them. And here she is showcasing her wonderful spins. She might be my favorite spinner in the group.
Pretzel layback.
Yes. The variety of positions, how interesting they are, how clean and crisp. But most importantly, the speed. So is the most important thing with spinning. Triple salve, double axel, step, double axel. Got a little tight on that pattern. If you notice, it all sort of stayed in the same space on that same circle. On the step double axel or step double axel combinations, something to note is how much ice they cover, how much space that combination takes up. It has the potential to take up a lot of space. And she skates into her final jumping pass of this program, triple flip. Applying combination spin, the heel variation and the windmills.
Well, it is redemption time.
Absolutely.
Once again, ladies and
Now,
gentlemen,
2 clean
Rachel
programs in a
Samiri.
row. Let's keep the good vibes going.
Redemption for Rachel Samiri. Beautiful skating. She was 8th this season on the Junior Grand Prix in the United Arab Emirates.
Must have been such a cool experience to compete there.
Incredible. Not only incredible competition experience, life experience, gaining so much perspective about other parts of the world. Look at that flexibility. Oh my gosh, I just dislocated both my hip and my shoulder watching that.
And here's that triple flip double loop. Right into the other combination, triplets double loop. And you can just see, so she lands this well. One thing though that will really help improve for GOE is see how she stayed in kind of that same tight circle. Yeah, we're looking for that to be about the size of the big circle or to really just take up as much space and distance as possible. She will still get good points for that combination.
Yeah, she tends to land and then pulls, kind of hooks that back outside edge on the landing to gain speed, but kind of hooks herself around and makes it harder to keep the speed she had.
And when you have 3 jumps in a row like that, you're looking to carry the speed. It's a lot harder to do those step double axels at a standstill for, as we said yesterday, everyone but Evan Lysichak, of course.
Well, she should be very happy with that performance today. And here is the score for Rachel Samiri. She earns a total of 161.58, putting her into first place. And let's keep this going. The clean skate train. Let's keep it rolling along.
Competing on behalf of Iceworks Skating Club, please welcome now Kaia Tiernan.
Well, her mother is a 3-time Olympian for Slovenia. Here is Kaia Tiernan from the Iceworks Skating Club.
A little forward on the triple toe. That was the combination she struggled with yesterday. A surprise fall on it, but she manages today. She skates now into triple lutz. Beautiful triple loop. And there's that heel feature again.
She's a big combination coming up worth a lot of points. Triple lutz, step double axel, step double axel. Excellent.
There we go.
It's worth a lot of points. 3 jumping passes left. Skates into triple flip double toe now.
Two jumps left, one of them here, triple toe. And last jump here, triple sow. And I think the spell's been broken. We have another clean program. And a smile on her face.
Another clean skate. Kaia Tiernan turning things around, hopefully for the whole event. Beautiful performance from her. Emotional, patient, energetic. Great stuff.
Ladies and gentlemen, Kaia Tiernan.
I think she should be so pleased with that.
Being greeted by her coaching team. You know these guys.
Oh yeah. The boys, as we call them. Pasha and Alex. And here's that opening triple toe, double toe. Almost got away from her again, but she locked it down. And here she is with her triple lutz. And beautiful triple loop, just like in her short program. Big ticket item here with her triple lutz, step double axel, step double axel. And our last jumps here, another triple toe. Not getting away from her again. And of course that final triple sow, so easy. Sha.
That's the scores for Kaia Tiernan.
And here are the scores for Kaia Tiernan. It's a 161.62, puts her into second place. So the redemption road continues here in the women's free.
Welcome to our next competitor from the Glacier Falls Figure Skating Club. Here is Cleo Park.
From the Glacier Falls Figure Skating Club, she was third at the U.S. Championships back in 2024, 12th last season, and looking to turn things around after another really rough short program yesterday. It's Cleo Park.
She's skating to music from The Theory of Everything. She said after watching that movie, she was so deeply moved and really brought to tears. And, you know, the music tells this emotional story, and she really connected with that and wanted to bring it out onto the ice. She'll open with a triplets double toe.
That looked so good until it wasn't.
Big combination for her. Triplets, step axel, step axel.
Completing the jump circle.
Yeah, a little tight on the circle. She's definitely missing some rotation on their triplets. Jump is that triple sow. Although landed nicely, the judges will be reviewing several of her jumping passes. Some of the rotation was completed on the ice. The judges need to see how much and mark points off accordingly. Really nice use of ice coverage on this choreo sequence. Beautiful Lena Bauer. Beautiful spin to close out that program.
Cleo Park, another clean program here, turning things around. It's incredible. The search, the striving for redemption really is bringing out the best in this group. Group 2, these women came to compete today. They knew they left a lot on the table yesterday, and it's very exciting to watch.
And she wasn't perfectly clean, but that is a testament to what continuing on and that, it's how you finish that matters. She fell on her opening triplets.
I don't remember that at all.
But really, it didn't have really any effect on the program. It will obviously have some effect on her total score and her free program score.
Yeah, she carried on as though nothing had happened.
I know a lot of athletes struggle with what's the point of carrying on? I've already made a mistake. I've already fallen. Exhibit A. Ben doesn't know. Ben's forgotten.
I now remember seeing it on the replay, and she convinced me otherwise as she continued that program.
She convinced you otherwise. That's a great way to phrase it, and you want to convince the judges.
Absolutely.
And here on the slow-mos, you can see on a lot of the jumps that right blade not coming down totally backwards. So the judges will be reviewing a decent amount.
This final spin, she generated so much speed in that upright position. Not that spin, the final spin. This one. I love how then she let go of the second hand right about here.
And just so many rotations in one position without losing any speed. That's going to add huge points to her GO8. That grade of execution.
Absolutely. And here are the scores for Cleo Park. She earns a total score of 154.19, putting her into 4th place. So now from the Detroit Skating Club, Mia Smith taking the ice, and she says her favorite feeling is when she lands a jump, and her biggest challenge is patience. I think one will lead to the other.
struggles sometimes with getting all the way around in the air on her jumps. Double axel to close.
Smile, lots of flair. Mia Smith, not a completely clean program, but so much energy and joy in much of her skating. And let's not forget, she's qualified for this event as a novice, so skating up to the junior level. Doing a nice job here in her free skate.
Yeah, I think overall she'll be really happy with that. Just one mistake in a free program, a lot of the time you can still be on the podium with one mistake. I am interested, I want to see on the replay again, she moved the combination from her first triplets that she fell on to her second, right? She moved the Euler triple sow. She took a long time, yeah, here's the fall in that triplet. She took a long time though with that other foot down. I'll be interested to see if they kept that as a sequence, or let's see here. Yeah, she hesitates. I'll be interested to see what the judges and the tech panel, mostly the tech panel, do with that. But yeah, here in slow motion we can see, if we watch that right blade, the one she lands on, it came down all the way backwards on this combination, doublets. Iffy on the double axel. We're looking for those perfectly clean landings, no movement, toe pick to middle of blade as she glides out. But if the tech panel sees that she lifted from that Euler, right, she lands on left, and she does what a lot of people call that 2-foot sow takeoff, where there's a moment where she's gliding on 2 feet, that right blade sort of like tricycle wheel sort of stabilizing her on the way up. If they count that as a sequence, or if they separate those jumps, that would knock one of her, that would knock her last doublets, double axel out, I believe, because then that would be too many jumping passes.
So if they count it as a full reset and a separate jump, yeah, then it occupies another jump spot. Her last one not counting.
And you can only have 7, and it's the first 7 that you do.
Does she then receive potentially an extra element, like an illegal element?
I think it would just knock it out, but I will tell you, I'm sure I'm going to get some texts after this broadcast of people correcting whatever I'm saying. But let's see what kind of mood the tech panel and the judges are in. They might keep that as just one sequence.
Glad I'm not on that panel.
I think it's sometimes hard for the tech panel in calls like these with things that you just don't see that often and that you're trained for but not always prepared for.
And the score for Mia Smith, 148.31, putting her into 5th place. And that score potentially could mean they didn't like that combination. We'll have to wait till after the event
Skating Club of Boston, here is
to
Deborah
see what
Lou.
they said. But up next, she was an absolute firecracker in her short program. From the Skating Club of Boston, it's Deborah Lou. Another novice qualifier with a killer short program.
She has another block of 3 jumping passes in a row. This first one, triple loop, double toe. A bit close to the wall. She follows it up with another triple loop. Could be an opportunity to get that double toe combination off. And she does. Right into another combination, triple sow, double axel, looking to cover as much ice as possible on that step axel. And a double toe.
Keep them coming.
Why do 2 jumps when you can do 3? Unique difficult change of grab with that camel.
Yes.
Her last jump of this program is a double axel. Comes right after this beautiful choreo sequence. Well done.
Wow, full commitment from Deborah Lou. I love the way she attacks every movement in this program, ending just a hair behind the music.
A lot of other skaters have ended a hair or two early. She's the first skater we've seen run just a bit late on the music.
Taking full advantage of every second she has. Hopefully she doesn't go too far over to receive a deduction for being late to finish. But oh my goodness, she's got such energy and passion in what she does. Honestly, I could watch her skate all day.
Oh yeah, she's really, really good, and I think she has so much talent. One thing that I'd really like to see her work on is where her jumps are in the arena. Of course, depending on the camera angle, right, it's hard to see at times, but most of her jumps she does near one of the corners, and they're all done a little close to the wall. Her triplets is the only one that she does towards that center line of the rink, but still close to the wall. And see here again, almost in the same place.
Yeah, really forcing that right angle turn when she lands.
And again, right next to the wall. Yeah, I'd love to see her just move and use some of, there's a lot of open ice out there. And I think she just has those kind of edges. She jumps on the edge of those circles right next to the wall. And I'd like to see them spread out and, just the program composed in a slightly different way with the jump layouts, because as she gets bigger and stronger, she doesn't have a lot of room left before she hits the wall. So if she wants to add some speed and height into her jumps, she's going to end up in the audience.
Yeah, she's going to be like pull a Midori Ito and go right over the boards.
Into the camera.
Wow, that ending. The split slide, phenomenal. And here is the score for Deborah Lou. She's earned 158.69. That puts her into third place.
And I think the reaction we've seen from a lot is I think the judges are being harsh or fair, whatever you want to call it. But I think a lot of the scores are a bit lower than what the skaters were hoping for. So during that period where the tech panel is reviewing the elements and the judges with the grade of execution, I mean, I think that they're evaluating them probably as they would with the championship level athletes. And I think that's why the scores, and we're seeing some of those stoic faces for the most part in the kiss and cry, even after skates that I think they should be pretty happy with.
Well, that's why they come to the U.S. Championships, to skate with the big dogs, as it were, and they're going to be judged accordingly. So the first two groups in the women's free skate have completed their performances, and Group 2 really stepped it up. Stick around, we're going to have a quick ice make, and we will be back with Group 3 and the crowning of the junior women's champion. We'll see you soon.
Welcome back to another episode of Skating 101. Last week we went over part 1 of the scoring system, the technical score. Now let's go over part 2, component scores. Component scores are made up of many things, like skating skills, transitions, unity, interpretation of the music, and timing. In simple terms, it's basically scoring of the artistic parts of a program. All 9 judges give scores for 3 categories: composition, presentation, and skating skills, on a scale of 0.25 to 10. And if you couldn't tell by now, this is a really good score. The average of those 3 scores are added together and multiplied by the predetermined factor score, arriving at the final component score. The component score is then added to the technical score, and at last, we arrive at the final score of the program. And that's it for Skating 101. See you next week!
If you know luxury, it's not just award-winning, it's rewarding. Saatva Mattresses supports all types of sleepers with durable steel coils and plush organic cotton. Luxury is handcrafted in American factories and brought directly to you with our free in-home white glove delivery service, which is why over 90% of customers would recommend Saatva to friends and family. Saatva, luxury mattresses made affordable.
Hey guys, I'm Camden Polknan. I'm gonna be designing my US Olympic pin. This is very stressful. I feel like I'm being put in the spot. What's your favorite shape? Someone.
Trapezoid.
Triangle, we're doing the triangle. Sorry, trapezoid's cool, but I don't think I remember what that is. So we're gonna do a triangle here. I'm gonna go, oh, actually I have a good idea. So on the left side, it's gonna say faster. On the right side, it's gonna say higher. And the last one's gonna say on the bottom, because 3 sides, stronger. Can I get a time check? Oh, we're chilling, we're good. Now I feel like this looks ugly. And then we're gonna do a little bit of some designs on the corners. Because in Milano Cortina, there's a lot of mountains. So you know what mountains are shaped like? Triangles. Someone laugh, please. Like, I can't do this without the laughter. Thank you. Got the rings here. Those look like donut holes. Those do not look like the rings. That does not look like the Olympic rings. Yikes. Time check, time check, time check, and can you make it longer? We're done. We got it. That was so bad. All right, so this is the pin. So, we have a triangle because someone said they like triangles. On the outside, we have faster, higher, stronger. The Sidious Altius Fortius, I believe it is. And then we have the Olympic rings here. I know it doesn't look like it, but they are the Olympic rings there, okay? We have USA team because we are the USA team. And then we have 2026.
Great.
I'm just making a mess.
Job?
Jump?
Job.
Oh, job.
What is the first thing you do when you get up in the morning?
The first thing I do when I get up in the morning is snuggle Henry and Stella before I get out of bed.
I usually get up and make breakfast for everybody in the house.
Your first job.
Ice dancer.
I mean, I guess waltz jump, isn't that where everyone starts?
No, first
First
job.
a jump?
Job.
Oh,
Job.
job. I thought you said jump, and you said ice dancer. I'm like, that makes sense, we don't jump.
Mowing lawns.
I would press flowers and draw on bookmarks, and then I would sell them.
Entrepreneur.
$1.
First thing you tell yourself on a hard training day.
On a hard training day, we would say to each other, like, we love doing the work.
Yeah, we love to pay the price.
We love to pay the price.
That's what
That's
we say.
what we say.
Yeah.
First piece of advice to up-and-coming athletes.
Enjoy the process, enjoy the work, because when you enjoy the work, it makes the end goal so much sweeter.
I'm back, but this time I'm in New York to celebrate 100 days out for the Olympics. Did you miss me? Be honest, you did. Channeling my main character energy by doing some shopping, some sightseeing, pretending like I'm in an episode of Gossip Girl. But alas, duty calls, so I headed over to the Team USA Media Summit to celebrate 100 days out from the Olympics. And guys, this place was massive. There were so many star athletes there, it was crazy. Must have been some sort of mix-up because they forgot to add me into this. Don't worry, I fixed it. Took some notes on other athletes and how they answer media questions because I never got formal media training. Oops, haha. Then came the photo and video shoots where we were absolutely serving. Look at Jason, serving. Honestly, I think Tyra Banks would be proud of us. If you're looking for models, you know where to find us. Then came the press conference, answered some questions, smiled politely, resisted the urge to say no comment so everyone be proud of me, hit the Team USA gift shop because how else will anybody know that I was there? Plus, I had to get my mom something. Jason and I hopped on this moped just to give you guys a little sneak peek of how I'll be arriving at the venue if I make the Olympics. For real, I think I'm growing on them. Dare I say, besties. And that's a wrap for Media Day. Only 100 days out till Milan. I mean, who's counting? Me. I'm counting.
How do you keep it fresh and fun even after skating over and over?
I think that's the great thing about skating and sport in general is anything can happen, and that's true for training on a daily basis as well. But there are also the little goals that you set for yourself on a daily basis, and just trying to get that 1% of improvement each day.
I think skating too is just inherently fun. I think it's one of the more fun sports I've ever tried, and just connecting always back to that joy of stepping on the ice and feeling the glide and feeling the wind in your face. That is always going to be there, even in the most stressful days.
I often find myself looking for this feeling of flow, and our coach once said to us, once you have it, you're just gonna chase it and want it all the time. And I was like, oh, I want it so bad, I want to feel it. And then one day I felt it and I was like, whoa, I know what he means. And then you kind of chase that feeling, and it's really satisfying when you can link it together and stay in that flow as long as possible.
The best skaters in the country come to St. Louis this January. Be there when the Olympic team is announced at the 2026 Prevagen U.S. Figure Skating Championships, January 7th to the 11th at Enterprise Center. Purchase your tickets today at skatestlouis2026.com. It doesn't start here. It's the work no one sees. Forget perfect. Just be you. Your style. Your story. Leave your mark.
What's the first thing you do when you get up in the morning?
Check my phone.
First thing you do when you get to the rink?
Put the skates on and get on the ice.
First competition memory?
Juvenile Nationals. It was not a so great moment. I was still not fully taking skating seriously, and we're kind of just skating for fun, and I somehow managed to make nationals the first year.
First thing you tell yourself on a hard training day?
Tomorrow will be better.
Welcome back to another week of Figure Skating 101. Last week we went over the basics of the sport. Now let's dive into one of the most exciting elements in figure skating, the jumps. There are 6 different kinds of jumps in figure skating: the loop, the salchow, the lutz, the flip, the toe loop, and the axel. Each jump is differentiated by the method of takeoff and landing. But today, let's talk about the most iconic of them all, the axel. Now, let's go way back. In 1882, Norwegian figure skater Axel Paulsen landed the first jump in competition, a single axel. Since then, skaters have progressed from doubles to triples and now even quad jumps, 4 spins in the air. Figure skating enthusiast or not, odds are you've heard of the triple axel. First landed by Canada's Vern Taylor in 1978 for men and Japan's Midori Ito in 1988 for women, it remains a key element of many programs for both men and women to this day. American figure skater Ilya Malinin has recently taken the sport to new heights by doing what some once considered to be impossible, a quad axel. He first landed it at the U.S. International Figure Skating Classic in 2022, and it remains a staple element in many of his programs today, along with other quad jumps. So, what makes the axel so hard? It's one of 4 jumps where the skater takes off from the outside edge. However, it's the only jump that takes off with the skater moving forward and lands with the skater backwards. And that's all for Skating 101 this week. Keep an eye out for some triple and even quad axles out there at Skate Canada this weekend. See you next week! Oh, and did we mention backflips are legal now?
You said they were easy. When I looked at the list yesterday, I was like, I hope I don't get asked this question.
If you had to pick a theme song for your life, what would it be?
Maybe the Rocky soundtrack?
When I looked at the list yesterday, I was like, I hope I don't get asked this question. No. Can I come back to it?
What's your favorite skating costume you've ever worn?
Either my perfume dress from last year or my second Carmen dress.
I would say Muse, our Muse costume. I had velvet pants, which was awesome.
What's been your proudest moment on the ice so far?
I think it was this weekend. It was really incredible. The crowd was absolutely amazing. I've never experienced anything like this.
Definitely this weekend. Very, very special, and to be at home, at a home Worlds, it was awesome.
Who's been the biggest influence on your skating career?
Probably our coaches, Maddie and Scott. They've really changed our perspective on training and on figure skating as a whole, and life in general. They teach us so much every day, and yeah, I think they've really changed me as a person.
What's something about figure skating that people might not realize?
Well, I feel like our job is to make it look easy, so sometimes people think it's easy, but it's actually really hard.
I think they see us put together, but they don't see the amount of work it actually takes. It takes on the day hours, and even preparing for a competition takes about 4 to 6 weeks sometimes, and yeah, it's a while.
If you could time travel to any era for a skating competition, what would it be?
Oh.
We were actually talking about time traveling this week.
I'd go watch my parents' gold medal performance in 1992.
I think I'd go there too.
If you had to describe your skating personality in 3 words, what would they be?
Hungry, energetic, determined.
Energetic.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the 2026 U.S. Figure Skating Championships. It is Group 3 of the Junior Women's Free Skate, and we have quite a show in store for us with this last group. Hannah Kim and Angela Shao, lights out in the short program in nearly a dead heat here. A lot to look forward to, yeah?
Yeah, Hannah Kim was electric yesterday. Beautiful triple flip, triple toe loop combination. One of the only successfully done triple combos in the event. Angela Chao was absolutely lovely, and they are in the top 2 spots. We have Annika Chao in 3rd place. That was her big goal, was to be on the podium. She's been 5th at this event the last 2 seasons, and this free program we're about to see is a redemption song for her. So anything less than the podium is a disappointment, but good thing she finds herself in 3rd.
Absolutely. And what about Jessica Jurka? She's coming back from last season.
Yeah, she's a returning bronze medalist. She was 3rd at this event last season. Not the skate she was hoping for yesterday or the placement. And so she, as we talked earlier, is looking for one of those redemption programs here to get back up on that podium.
And we have seen a triple axel from her in practice. Maybe not going to see it here tonight, but certainly she's got the chops, the technical chops. So let's take a look at the very end of this warm-up here, and we'll look forward to the beginning of Group 3.
I'm excited.
Skaters, there is 1 minute remaining in your warm-up. Competitors, this warm-up has now ended. Please leave the ice.
And the warm-up has ended for Group 3 here in the junior women's free skate.
Our next competitor represents the Washington Figure Skating Club. Please give a warm welcome to Madison Chong.
So, starting off this group, Madison Chong from the Washington Skating Club. She trains alongside the quad god, Elena Coats. Let's see what she has in store for us if we can keep that redemption train going in this free skate.
Double axel, triple toe loop combination to start. Right into a triple Lutz. 2 more jumping passes to open this program. She skates now into triple flip. Fourth one here, triple loop. And a nice clean start, exactly how you want to start off a free program. Combination, triple Lutz, double axel, double toe.
She was looking a little timid going into that combination, but boy, great
Just
jumps.
Popped up. Her last combo here, triple flip, double toe.
From the Washington Figure Skating Club, delivering in her free skate.
But what a wonderful way to start off this last
Madison Chong,
warm-up of
ladies and
women.
gentlemen.
That is exactly the kind of program that you want to have. I mean, you wish you could have every day, but certainly at an event as big as the U.S. Championships.
Yeah, looking calm and comfortable. I would love to see her skating with a lot more speed and attacking this program, but you know, when it came to her elements, she really delivered. And
this double axel triple toe loop combination, you can see the ice coverage she gets on that. Really beautiful. And here's that opening triplets. And yeah, a little slower into this big combination, but doesn't affect it at all. And there's that second triple flip with the double toe loop for combination. And a nice, easy triple sow for her last jumping pass. I'm excited to see how she grows and continues to develop, adding speed, adding power.
it was so nice to see her smile come out, getting close to the end of it. There, her coach, Beskorovainaya. And here is the score for Madison Chong. She has earned a total of 168.77, putting her into first place. And what a way to start off this Group 3.
Competing on behalf of the Denver, Colorado Figure Skating Club, let's welcome to the ice Jessica Jurka.
So taking the ice now, currently in 5th place from Denver, Colorado, Jessica Jurka. She suffered a concussion back in September, and then last Friday she had a hard fall. Didn't hit her head, but had some whiplash and started having symptoms again. She seems to be feeling okay, and she skated quite well in that short. She's very creative, like she'll come up with some interesting things on her own.
Triple flip. Really well done. She has one big combination left. She skates into now.
triplets, step double axel, step double axel, and really well done. She has one more jumping pass to go. Here's her last jump, a triple loop, and doubles it. But the only mistake in an otherwise really nice, really well done program. Because of her injuries this year and her concussion, she's had to lower her technical content more than she wanted to. As we talk about, she can land triple axel. So many videos of it, but for this event, she's not doing her full tech load, but she performed everything really well. And here's an example of one of her really unique, very creative spins.
Love that acceleration.
And you can see on the ice, we want that tracing to stay in exactly one spot. She does a really nice job of that.
Well, she's overcome a lot of adversity in this season and really delivered today in this free skate. Jessica Jurka,
Once again,
Denver, Colorado Skating Club.
I think she'll be a little annoyed at herself for that mistake at the very end. Even though she, popped that triple loop, turning it into just a double loop, it was still a very well done double loop, and I think that she should still be really pleased. Everything else she did was really well done.
And lovely extension on those landings. Every landing she held them. A little reminiscent of a Kari Sakamoto landing, perhaps.
Yeah, she holds them, and they're really nice extension, and I like that they're the same, right? All of her jumps have a beautiful, they come back at the end to that nice, same, strong landing position, and I think that she should be really pleased with that skates. And here's that opening triplets double toe. You can definitely tell that she's fully capable of doing triplets triple toe. Beautiful solo triple toe. The height on that was massive.
Yeah, so much run of edge out of the jumps, carrying her speed.
Here's that big ticket item, triplets, step, double axel, step, double axel.
And now the scores for Jessica.
And here is the score for Jessica Jurka in her free skate, earning a total of 172.46, putting her into first place. She looks satisfied. Congratulations from her coach, Leif Gisselson.
And representing the Washington Figure Skating Club, please welcome Sophia Beskorovainaya.
All right, and taking the ice from the Washington Figure Skating Club, Sophia Beskorovainaya.
Another skater that had a beautiful short program yesterday.
She's sitting in fourth place, striking distance of that podium.
She opens with triplets. Well done, like yesterday. Here's our first big combination, double axel, triple toe loop. A little tilted on that double axel. Missing out on the triple toe. Some skaters will try to put it later, some will just keep it clean. Oh. And a fall on the triple flip double toe. double loop. And regroups with a nice triple loop.
Jurka is sitting just about a point, just over a point, behind Sophia in the short program. So potentially a door opening up for her to move up.
Here's her second triplettes, step double axel.
And Sophia says, no, 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 not so fast.
She has 2 jumping passes left, so triple.
Well, a powerful second half from Sophia Beskorovainaya from the Washington Skating Club. So happy to see her light up there in the last section, really come to life. Beautiful skating from her.
Absolutely. She had the 2 mistakes though, right? She fell on her 3-jump combination, surprisingly, on that triple flip double toe double loop. And her second jumping pass was supposed to be double axel triple toe. She had just plain double axel, so she did leave some points on the table. So a mistake in a way. But we'll see here, this is just her double axel.
She put that double toe on the last jumping pass, didn't she?
Here's her triple flip double toe, and just off the heel. It's hard when you do that 3-jump combination, especially when it ends in that double loop. In the way that toes and toe loops have, they can have great distance and great speed. Any and all loop jumps tend to go up so you can get great height and snap. But because they don't move across the ice as much, they have a tendency to get stuck, which is exactly what happens.
Especially she started spiraling in on her own pattern on the jump before. Really centering herself.
And blades are like bikes in the way that when they run out of speed, they get stuck. And when they get stuck, they fall over.
Well, it'll be interesting to see now what the judges do with that performance, and Jessica maybe kicking herself for that double loop at the end of her free skate. Here is the score, and 168.62, putting her into 3rd place. And a big drop for Sophia Beskorovainaya in this free skate.
Welcome to our next competitor from the Glacier Falls Figure Skating Club. Here is Annika Chao.
So from the Glacier Falls Figure Skating Club, Annika Chao taking the ice, sitting in 2nd place by less than a point.
And
she's sitting in 3rd place.
And this free program is very special to her. Her team was not a big fan of this music when they first heard it, but she really pushed for it. She identified it, and she said, guys, this is my redemption song. And she won her team over. She opens with triplets double toe as well. And a beautiful triple loop. She has 2 more jumps in this first jumping block. And the 4th one here, solo triple toe. And so far, so good. She skates now into a big combination for her. And a fall on her triplets. She was planning for step double axel, step double axel. She could move those to a different jump again. Sometimes like playing with fire though.
It's a lot of points and then it's a lot of work to put it somewhere else.
She has 2 jumps left, both of her triple flips.
Here she goes.
Double axel, step double axel.
Yes.
Big risk and what will be a pretty big reward. Here's her final jumping pass. Triple flip, double toe. Annika's a beautiful spin, a beautiful spinner, beautiful positions, very polished, very finished. And this last combination spin here.
What an ending. Grit and poise from Annika Chao in that free program performance. Beautiful choreography from Grant Hochstein. Yeah, that was lovely.
And just shy of perfect, she had that one fall on that second triple Lutz, but she was able to move that combination. So instead of losing points for all 3 of those jumps in that 3-jump combination, she has the deduction of the fall, and the judges will review it to check for any under rotations or downgrades. She struggled with those a bit in the past. She's had clean skates, but some low scores because of that.
You know, and switching the program around, adding 1 jump isn't as big a deal, but the 2 double axels, they take a lot of time, and the transition after that jump pass to the next one is carefully choreographed to the second in the movement, so she's doing a lot of calculation to make that change.
Here's that solo triple toe loop. And here it is, that triple Lutz. Just that lean in the air, Didn't quite get up the way that she wants to or the way that she can, but here's that triple flip. Step axel, step axel.
And now she's thinking, okay, I have to leave out this 3-turn and take out this step. And she's one of the tall skaters who use her long legs for good and not for evil, stretching and pointing and creating beautiful shapes on the ice.
Yeah, she's not afraid to take up space with her beautiful lines and really long extension.
And here are the scores for Annika Chao. She has earned 177.43, which puts her into first place, guaranteeing her a medal here at this U.S. Championships.
And third time is a charm. The podium was her goal, and she's got it. And now let's see what color.
Wow. Now taking the ice from the Broadmoor Skating Club in Colorado Springs, Angela Shao. She sits in second place by less than a point.
Of the rink. And a musical difficult exit. She closes with her layback spin.
the U.S. Championship is about creating moments, and Angela Shao just created one that will be very hard to forget.
Angela Chao.
Absolute perfection from this young woman. Such a perfect balance of delicateness and power. That was stunning.
And she just sort of floated.
Yeah.
And it was so sweet, and it was lovely, and it was beautiful, and it was delicate. Much like the short program, I think both of these pieces are good vessels for her, although pretty similar. I think that they both suit her and where she is in her journey right now. You know, I'd love just to see her add even more speed and even a little bit of power, you know, as she works to develop on and off the ice. Because she has the consistency, she has the joy, two things that can be hard to teach and hard to learn.
So much joy and really beautiful choreography from Drew Meekins, bringing out even more of what she naturally has. And what a moment here. Perfectly timed with the music.
And beautiful placement on the ice. When skaters, coaches, choreographers are putting together their programs, it's not just what things you're going to do or when or to what music, but also where. Where's the best place that we can see them?
Well, here are the scores. She skated like she was the national champion, and a 187.44 puts her into first place. Wow. And Hannah Kim now has her work cut out for her. She wants to maintain that top spot.
Our next competitor represents Glacier Falls Figure Skating Club. Please welcome to the ice, Hannah Kim.
And here she is, Hannah Kim from the Glacier Falls Skating Club. In first place after the short program, but by less than a point. A lot of pressure on her right now.
Opens with triple Lutz. She has two combinations next, one of them being a triple-triple. But first, she skates into a triple loop double toe. Got a beautiful loop yesterday. And the ice coverage on that.
Skating with so much speed.
Jumping from almost blue line to blue line. And framed perfectly for the judges to enjoy.
They don't like to turn their heads to watch you too much.
I mean, why would you want to when you could do something so beautiful like that right in front of them? This is our third combination. Triple flip, double axel, double toe. Oh. Little turnout between the double axel and double toe. 3 jumps left. Here's our triple flip. just beautiful. And the speed in and out.
Oh!
And so close to clean. A fall on that triple loop. Last jump here, double axel.
Gotta stop that leak.
Little stumble almost on that cantilever, but here's her final spin.
Oh, what could have been? Hannah Kim, almost a perfect skate here for the gold medal.
Once again, for Hannah Kim.
So much pressure on her shoulders as she started that program, knowing exactly what Angela Shao just put down before her. They were nearly tied for first.
And it started off so beautifully.
Beautiful.
I think she's probably the fastest junior lady, and I think she carries speed so well, and that is and will be reflected in her component mark in the skating skills. She had that little turnout on that last combination, but the fall on the triple loop might cost her the title, but it shouldn't cost her the podium.
She certainly has the speed.
Triple loop double toe. And here's that triple triple. And watch how she almost accelerates up into this second jump. She almost gets faster. Very hard to do. It'll be absolutely, should be reflected in that grade of execution mark. And here's that step double axel. The turnout between into the double toe. Beautiful triple flip deep in the program, but here's the triple loop. Just didn't get up at all. I think not just an under rotation, I expect them to downgrade that with a fall, so she's lost a lot of points there.
So she'll only receive credit for the base value of a double and then take the deduction of the fall.
It's enough points that I think Angela Shao will be taking the title, but we'll see where Hannah falls here shortly. She should ultimately still be really happy, though, with both of her skates. I mean, she had the standout short program and just a couple of small errors, but there's so much potential with her and for her future.
Oh, just stunning to watch. And the speed, it's hard for you to see on the screen because you don't have the whole rink to see the context, but boy, she is flying around the rink. And here is the score for Hannah Kim. She's earned a 173.99, putting her in third, keeping her on that podium.
Oh, and the tears of relief to know that she is still a medalist.
Wow, what a turn of events. Hannah Kim hanging on to a bronze medal. You can see the motion coming out. And what a finish to the junior women's event here at the U.S. Championships. So Angela Shao walks away as the new national champion. Annika Chao in second, and Hannah Kim rounding out that top three. Jessica Jurka ending up in fourth. Great result for her. My goodness, that's one to remember.
That was a wonderful last flight of junior women. I'm so glad that we ended on so many great skates, and there's a lot of great potential. I think so many of them just have such a bright future ahead of them.
Absolutely. We will look forward to watching them for many years to come, and we'll look forward to finding out who is named to that junior world team a little later in the week. So that wraps up the junior women's event here at the 2026 Prevagen U.S. Figure Skating Championships. Don't go far. We have the men's free skate coming up where the men's champion will be crowned. We'll see you soon. For Gracie Gold, I'm Ben Augusto. Bye-bye for now.